Field sobriety test. What is one leg stand? Hello, my name is Ada Chan. I'm a lawyer here in Washington, D.C. and Maryland. I practice primarily in the area of criminal law with an emphasis in drunk driving law or driving while intoxicated law. If you hire us, you will routinely see us with this little booklet if we don't have our manual. It is called By the Book. It is our mini manual to make sure that the officer is doing his job by the book. The book is the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration NHTSA manual for DUI detection and standardized field sobriety testing. In this video, we're discussing the one leg stand. This is one of the 3 tests that are done by the police officers when trying to find clues of impairment. The one leg stand is one of the 3 standardized field sobriety tests established by NHTSA. When an officer properly administers the one leg stand test, research has shown that the test to be 65% accurate in determining if a driver has a blood alcohol content level above 0.10. The test is fairly simple, but an officer must make sure that the subject understands what is required of him or her. The standard procedure for administering the one leg stand requires an officer both to explain and demonstrate the test. First, the officer demonstrates and explains the proper standing position to the subject. For this, the subject is instructed to stand with feet together and arms down at the sides. Next, the officer instructs the subject to continue to keep his or her hands at the side and raise either leg roughly 6 inches above the ground. In this position, the subject is asked to count upward starting at 1,000, then so on and so forth until the subject counts to 30 seconds. Before the subject begins the test, the officer is required to ask again if there are any questions or doubts as what is asked of him or her. While the subject performs the test, the officer looks for 4 signs that indicate the person may be intoxicated: swaying while balancing. Although it is natural for humans to sway slightly in order to keep the balance, the officer is trained to look for marked swaying, such as back and forth movement, using the arms to keep balance. If the subject raises his or her arms more than 6 inches from the side of the body, then this is a sign that he or she is having significant difficulties maintaining balance. Hopping on the anchor foot in order to maintain balance, it is permissible for a person to move the anchor back and forth slightly, but raising it off the ground is not allowed. Resting the raised foot on the ground 3 or more times during the required 30 seconds, the person is considered unable to complete the test. The officer considers failing the test if you miss 2 of those clues. The one leg stand test must be performed on dry, hard, level land. If a person is wearing heels above 2 inches, he or she is allowed to remove them. The elderly, people with back, leg, or middle ear problems, and overweight people often have difficulty with this test when sober. It is therefore difficult to determine for certain people if they have been drinking. If you have any questions about this test or want to discuss your DUI case with us, please call us. And thanks for watching.